Hey everyone, Nick Shaheen here looking at Beyond Meat. Today, what the heck is today? Sunday. Not sure what date it is. 26th April? Anyway, so looking at Beyond Meat, it had a great run. At one point it triggered an alert and I shared in the chat. I said it's either time to short it or chase the breakout. And I believe it was April 20th and it was right here. So I'm assuming that this blue line was the trigger. So this is 15 minutes. It doesn't tell me a lot why I said that. So I need to zoom out since I don't remember the whole chart. And I figured I'd review it live with you guys and gals. So the recent action has been fairly consistent. A bullish day consolidates to set up another bullish day. So I'm going to zoom out 15 minutes at a time to see if I see a okay, so I think the 2 hour will give us a good idea. All right, so this is, every candle is 2 hours, and this was the place to fade it or chase it. It looks like a cup and handle if you want to look at it, a nice bowl, and another bowl attacking the same neckline. You can argue that this was the same neckline failed here. And then once they took it over, they overshot. Well, they didn't overshoot. They prevailed, and the distance should have been about this much. If you believe in cup and handles, don't know where you would draw the bottom, so it might have a little bit more in it. Doesn't matter to me. To me, it got to a point of failure from prior, so it's back to a blue line like this one up here. And again, the same comment would be fade it or chase it. What does that mean? So if I wanted to short it, I would short it with a stop above it. So if it goes above whatever line I draw, then I was wrong. And I should get out for scratch, small, but I mean scratch, I mean for a small loss, rather than dig my heels and start fighting it forever and ever. This is especially important with stocks like Zoom and this guy and Tesla. So Zoom, we got great coverage on it last week. I don't need to rehash the story. We called it like we had inside information, but we certainly didn't. And if you look at this collection here, it's just like this collection here. It's coming into a place where buyers and sellers fought it out the most. This is mathematically where they fought it out the most for this period of time right here from February on. So the volume profile tells me I should expect difficulties up here. So if I were to trade Monday, which is tomorrow, I would probably put an alert here. Not because I want to do something with it, because I want to look at it and see what happens, because there's going to be either a fight to fade or it's going to be an attack and then a breach higher. I don't know if they'll do it on the first time. They usually don't. I'm going to zoom out a little bit more, see if I can get smarter. So this whole junk of consolidation up here is the problem over here. So that's why I put that point. Resistance zone. If I were to draw lines, this would be a place where I try to short it as well. I think it has earnings coming. And for some reason, they don't show me the events until I go to a daily chart. And the earnings are, looks like the following week. So, all right, so let's talk fundamentals a little bit. I'm not all about the charts. I do love charts. I don't do anything without them. But I also am about the fundamentals. So I hear the argument that because of shortages of meat, because of COVID, this is more important. I don't get that. If we have a shortage of meat, we have a shortage of this too. I'm assuming the shortage of meat is not because COVID is killing all the meat. It's because there's nobody there to produce it. That's my thinking. I could be wrong. So if that's the case, how come these workers are able to produce fake meat? I don't hear of anybody trying to buy fake meat. Hey, I can't find any beef. Where can I find some fake beef? I haven't heard that. They buy pork, they buy fish, they buy shrimp. That literally happened at Costco one time. This guy had like 3-4 giant bags of shrimp because that's all the meat I can find. So I don't get it, why there be more demand on fake meat when there's a shortage on regular meat because of a virus that's put everybody at home. I get the Zoom video usage, and even that was flawed because it's costing Zoom more for free, so their P&L is going to look hideous except for the eyeball counts, which you already know. So the earnings should not be a place to speculate on better things. I think that's the same situation here. But it's not about a short-term story for these guys. It's for the long term. I don't argue with the fact that fake meat has a market. I know a lot of people that want to be good that way, not because of health, but because they want to do well by the environment and the animals. They believe that the way they slaughter beef right now is not humane, which is probably true, and they want to eat something that doesn't contribute to that. I prefer to see what the 20-year effect on the body would be. What if it turns out to be like cigarettes, that it's like nicotine and it hurts the body over 20 years? I don't know. So anyway, I don't poo-poo that idea, but I'm not sure why I should bet on this company versus another one or somebody taking it out, and that would be good for the stock price. So anyway, the breakout was here, and the chase is on, and it more than delivered. I drew this upside when I shared the breakout, so it more than delivered. So here I'm not chasing it. In fact, I want to add another line to look at, which is right here. I just want the chart to bring it to my attention if it gets to there, and I probably could have done it here or here. It all depends on, I should do one here too, the person. You know, every person trades differently. So we called the breakdown here, not that it would happen, that if it happened, it should fall, and I'm sure I got flack for it. I didn't track it here because I don't have any charts. I did track it here, and I alerted to an upside potential. I worded it literally: fade, try to fade it, or chase it. So if I was bullish that stock, I would chase it as soon as it broke out. Not an ideal entry point here, or not an obvious entry point, but with earnings coming up, somebody might know something. The reaction to the earnings, in my opinion, is completely binary. Even the CEO of the company couldn't guess how the markets will react because we don't know what's in their head. You know, look at Netflix. They crushed the earnings as far as expectations, and the stock spiked, 9%, 10%, 11%, and then closed red. So we don't know what they're going to do. They're completely unpredictable, the traders. So I'll leave you with that. It looks good. It broke out. It delivered. And now it's getting ready to plot its next move. And let me check one more place. Nope, I checked by the power of television, and there's nothing else I can contribute to it. As far as if somebody's trading it shorter term than that, then you have to go into the 5-minute charts, and then you have your action plan. 104.60, 104.50 and lower would open the gap fill down below. And then beating these three peaks here, so let's call it 109.70, 109.80. If you want to be conservative, 110 and change might bring a little pop to challenge this one up here. All right, next signing out.